Welcome back to the Factor Lab series on great conversations for your Plan of the Day meetings. This is installment number 3. A safe and productive day begins with everyone being engaged in the discussion about the job. Just as language sets us apart from other species, a great Plan of the Day meeting can set your company apart from the competition. Our third attribute has to do with identifying the biggest risk with the plan. This aligns with the human and organizational performance principle that learning and improving is vital. Here, the leader asks the crew to identify the riskiest things associated with preventing them from accomplishing their goals for the day. Asking the crew about the risk involved with the plan of the day starts the detailed engagement of the leader and crew. This is intended to create the opportunity for dialogue about the things that need to be considered for accomplishing the plan. It not only pertains to the specific task, but is intended to bring in the ancillary tasks and conditions associated with the work. Ancillary aspects may include current or changing weather conditions, operating conditions in an existing facility, other trades working in the area, handling material for the job, and so on. It's all the things that have the potential to affect accomplishment of the job assignment. Ben, you and Dave have done this before. Anything that comes to mind that we should be aware of? Well, Teresa, it's pretty straightforward. Removing the pump and replacing it with the spare. The problem we ran into was the operations department didn't release the work on time, and then they had a crew of operators running a surveillance test on other equipment while we were in the area. We lost some time and almost didn't meet the schedule. Yeah, and the noise from running the surveillance test on the backup diesel generator was really loud. We couldn't hear each other. Thanks, Ben, and you too, Dave. I'll check with operations to get a better idea of their plan before we get started. I'll get back with you within an hour. The purpose of knowing this information is to realize the effect that other items or issues can have on the work at hand. It's similar to James Reasoner's Swiss cheese concept. That is, things that could possibly happen align themselves, allowing the opportunity for an uncontrolled action to occur. The analogy is the holes in the Swiss cheese align, so there is no barrier. This discussion of riskiest things is intended to identify the exposures and then determine barriers to prevent the alignment of conditions that could cause an incident. Many companies seek to identify precursors to an event. The alignment of the holes is the precursor in this case. This Plan of the Day conversation is your opportunity to take action based on real data as identified by the crew and create a barrier to the issue. The risk and potential hazards may be known by crew members. The initial question, what's the biggest risk, needs to be directed to a crew member by name. Never downplay whatever is brought up. If the risk being described is not clear, ask follow-up questions. Get more input from another on the crew. Everyone should have the opportunity to contribute their thoughts. This is almost like a conversation icebreaker. You're setting the tone for further engaged conversation.